Avatar: Fire and Ash is the third installment in the Avatar series and is the last big film to be given a release in 2025. This introduces a new group of blue people, this time the Fire Blue people, and it's different from The Last Airbender because they're all blue, despite the fact the Fire people are the only evil blue people, and it's different. It's different because they're all blue. I'm not a big fan of this franchise, but I went in with an open mind, ready to be entertained, and as I can say for the previous two, this film is a technical marvel, and it's a technical masterpiece. How good that you can make this and how good a film can look is all entirely in Avatar films. It's the top of the line, top notch in terms of CGI and visual effects and how to make a movie look as good as possible, to the point where you genuinely believe that all the avatars are real. It's just, I think, that good, and that close attention to detail really works. Story is normally where these films fall down for me, story and narrative, and in terms of this film, I thought most performances were pretty good and on point. I thought there was some pretty good progression and characterization for certain characters, and I thought it moved the world along quite decently well into some explanation of how sort of things work. That was sort of interesting, because I still find the world quite interesting. However, in terms of overall narrative and story, if you've seen the first one and the second one, you have almost definitely seen the third one. I'm getting kind of sick of this now because I've just watched the same film 3 times over. It seems James Cameron only knows how to make one Avatar film, and he's just making it over again and again and again. And it's very noticeable when you get to the third act of this film, because the third act of this film is just the third act of the first film and the third act of the second film rolled into one, and it's very obvious that it is that. I mean, even the final bit of the film is just pretty much the same as the final bit of the second film, like pretty much to a T, with some like changes to scenery. And the main villain, new villain that they introduced in all the promotional and the trailers, gets pretty much sidelined by the original villain, despite the fact that she had a very good introduction and they should have just kept going with that. It's also 3 hours long and you very much feel it. So overall, if you like pretty things, then by all means go give this a watch. But for me, it gets a 5 out of 10.